All right, welcome to sim racing on a dirt track. So simulation racing. This ain't no arcade game. This is sim racing on a dirt track. So not my specialty zone. So I'll be doing a lot of what not to do. And it's YouTubers versus subscribers, but I'm gonna have to rely on the other YouTubers because I'm gonna probably have the slowest time here. I'm done a few laps, a 143, a 149. And it is challenging. Dirt track racing is not it's fun. I enjoy it. We're gonna have fun, but it's not my specialty. It's my cup of tea. I do enjoy it, but it's definitely not my specialty, and it's not something I do very often. So I'm just gonna get in. Sorry, I'm looking down here. Gonna get into the live. All right, I am in the live chat, so if you got anything to say, drop in, say hello. So let's just start this lap over here. So if you want to come race, you just ideally join up for the Sim League Pro that Super Doofus has started up. Credits to Super Doofus. Thank you very much. Check out his channel. Give him a good old subscribe and a thumbs up. And while we're at it, help us out. Give us a thumbs up. It's all I ask as we get into this. So you just need to hit up on the world map at the bottom right. You've got lobbies. Then click friends only or put in JCCR Racing League and it will show up under a search. All right, so we got a joker lap for this race. Everyone needs to drive through the pit one time or there's a 1 minute penalty. So come join in. Make sure you've got a car, off-road car, and do get your dirt tires on here. No snow, just the dirts. And let's get a little bit of practice in because boy do we ever need it. Let's talk about setup. Let me know if you think I'm completely wrong, but on a dirt track I want to be at least 50-50 or a little bit more torque to the rear, so I can use those rear wheels to help get a little spin on the back and the nose up in the right direction, so we don't end up in the news, from eating the wall. Crispy GT7 Racing, everybody, check out Crispy GT7 Racing's channel. Welcome in, howdy friend. Thank you for making it. And we like to have, let's see, torque here. You can always go 0 on the traction control or get a little bit of help. So far I'm not driving on TCS traction control and traction control on 2. Everything's fine. I like a little more power to the rear for braking, so we got maybe a little bit better chance of trail braking through. Maybe you just want to have more firm, harder, faster braking, so you put a little bit more braking to the front. But remember, when you're braking, if you're braking those front calipers, squeezing them with the calipers on those discs real hard, you're not going to get front wheel rotation. No front wheel rotation, you're going straight even when you want to turn. I am doing well. I just got back from a very, very fun session of target, doing a little target work, clay pigeons with the 12. It's a 12 gauge over under, and knocking down pigeons with 4 other individuals. All right, forgot to turn the steering wheel there. Now let's get down to business. Pedal to the metal. And the baby girl has just been put to bed for her morning nap, so I'm on and ready to put the pedal to the metal. I hope you're all ready to catch some sim racing on a dirt track from what I would consider myself to be an extreme beginner. So we can cover, if you're an extreme beginner, you're probably not if you're watching this. If you're an extreme beginner on a dirt track because you normally focus on the paved tracks, well, you're at the right place because we'll learn and grow together here. So downshifting seemed to be a good idea there, and braking with the front turned so we can get the right angle on. Don't want to miss the apex there. You still have to sort of imagine an apex on these tracks. Too bad with the 123.6. That is wild because I'm about 20 seconds, 17 seconds slower. Let's see what kind of improvement we can put in here. And of course, if you're in the live stream, you're a part of the JCCR pit crew. So feel free to drop in some helpful tips and tricks. Help everyone out. Get your coaching and mentoring in for the week. Your good deeds. Because myself, I certainly can use help. And I think going through life with an open mind and a willingness to learn and possibly improve, to always consider and think about other people's positions and ideas, I think is the right way to go through life. Alright, so a little too much power there. Got the high RPM turbo on, meaning we can rev this thing out. It makes its power at the top of the power band. Maybe traction control here on 0 would be a good idea, so we can spin out that rear end and redirect it a little more than we currently are. Oh, let's not eat those wood logs. The pile of logs looks like a painful place to end up. Alright, this is going to be challenging. This is very different than the asphalt track. The good part of the steering comes from the rear wheels. If you put up more torque to those rear wheels, or if you're driving a rear drive. Lots of gear shifting going on. I mean, great place to practice. If you normally drive automatic, great place to start practicing driving with the manual and slapping through those gears. Oh, thank you very much, Crispy GT7 Racing. That little like button means a lot to us and really helps out, because otherwise YouTube just won't. It's not that they promote or don't promote content, it's just whether they even show it. So it's sort of getting enough likes is all about whether you have 0 chances or some chances to build a community, because then it'll pop up in people's scroll. Even if it's at the very bottom of someone's scroll, better to just pop up just the same. Okay, so there's the pits. Should have maybe you should consider for the dirt tracks buying the customizable transmission, because here I'm just not using 6 at all. So it'd be good to lower my top speed and have more usable gears. There we go, some steering with the rear wheels. Alright, so 6 is usable, so that's good. Transmissions to be just right out of the box. Dropping down the time by a full 4 seconds. Perseverance will pay off. It won't get us into the 120 club, but at least we're in the 130 club now. Some people in the lobby chat saying they've never been this far off pace. Yeah, I agree. I've never been from, let's say, a pro like Too Bad 22 running 123.6. I've been 10 seconds off when I, just trying out the court track, getting to know it. But I've never been, what is this? 15 seconds off. Oh, doing a little dirt track drifting with Tom Super Doofus here. Check out JCCR Super Doofus's channel. It's Super Doofus or King Super Doofus on YouTube. Great guy, solid racer, and the general manager, one of the general managers here at JCCR Racing Team, him and Filmless GT. Say, I'm just the founder. Because I'm not doing any of the important and needed work of growing, or not to the extent that Filmless and Super Doofus have grown this community. It's been fantastic. Filmless has created the Discord with now over 100 members, so join the JCCR Racing Team Discord and Sim League Pro, so you can race with points, so competitively with us, competitively but kindly. We're not an arcade league. We're not about pushing and shoving our way to first place or even to just pass one car, because, well, in the real world, you just break out your car and that would be the end of it. When you spear someone into another stratosphere with your front bumper, it destroys your radiator. It destroys your race, too. I've lost it. Hey, John McKay. Good morning from Ontario. Right on. Stopped by and gave us a like. Thank you very much. We're also Canadian. We're your neighbor towards the Atlantic. Oh, nice pass, Jay Rizzio. Oh, I'm sorry. Woo! Kind of lost it there. Sometimes, even though we want to turn right here, we gotta flick it back to the left. The opposite, in the opposing direction. Prince Doofus, very cool. Race long and prosper, fantastic. Well, thank you, Prince Doofus, for making it in and dropping off a kind message. Dirt tracks are a challenge when you don't have experience on them. And it's not just the track, it's just generally dirt racing. It's fun. I like this. It's going to be a great time. But I'm going in with very little experience. So we just got to follow the basic racecraft and the tips and tricks that the simulator offers us, and what we've thrown on is the tips and tricks that we get from a co-pilot. So what gear to go through in at each turn. Forza Canada making it in, the legend. We are about to race with little to no experience, and we're coming off from a great morning, great end of week. Friday night, did a little tennis, got in a tennis match, started this morning off going to the range and shooting some clay pigeons, so a good time. Yeah, John McKay, another John. I'm a Johnny, or I'm a John, but known as Johnny here. And yes, this is work with the steering wheel. I'm definitely not putting the steering wheel on max torque for these races, because if so, I'll be building more muscle than I am getting faster laps. Might not last. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first time, it's completely sliding out. So traction control too seems to be a nice, happy, safe medium here. Okay, so pedal to the metal isn't always the solution. Okay, so that's the speed we need to go through at. Whew. At 123 must be an insane lap of just blowing through every corner. Wild speeds. Hitting the sides doesn't seem to be as much of a big deal as on an asphalt track, where you're so much better to go slow and not go off track, whereas here I'm wondering if the trick is to go as fast as possible and occasionally eat just a little bit of wall. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm not the guy with all the answers. That'd be you in the live stream. As a group, we'll get it right. Gotta let go of that throttle, I guess, at some point when you're completely sideways. Whew. All right. Time to lighten the load here. Let's try if we have more of a front torque bias. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Are you better off front torque bias or rear torque bias? Oh, thank goodness we were ghost there. Let's give it a little front bias and see how this goes. John McKay, yeah, we're tuned right now. This car is stock, except it has the high turbo RPM. I have not tuned the transmission. So far, the control seems almost better with a little more torque to the front wheels. Oh, 50-50, yeah, we should try that. We haven't tried that yet. We only stuck the extra power to the wheels, and a few too many times we went completely sideways, so I'm thinking maybe that wasn't the best idea. Do one lap like this, and then we're gonna go 50-50. That's one heck of a car being driven there by DN. I have a lot of trouble driving that, what was that, 80s Audi? a little more power coming from the front wheels. I am not disliking this at all. So much work with the steering wheel. If you normally run full torque on your steering wheel, definitely want to probably consider taking down the torque. I really could be building some forearms and biceps here if we were on full. I think this runs up to normally 5 or 6 pound-feet of torque, or units of whatever units they run this at. John McKay, thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day too. Let us know what you're going to be up to today. Are you going to be racing? Are you going to be spending a Saturday with the family? Personally, we're going to be doing as much as we can. Started with heading over to the target range, the club, the Pew Pew Club, and now we're doing this, and then we're going to have some incredible family time. Don't have anything planned yet. I like to take things, 1 foot at a time, step by step. And we'll definitely hit up this. I think for the race here, for these practice rounds, I think it's officially started. Or this is probably the qualifying, actually. Let's try it at... Where's 50-50? Okay, just a little bit more to the front, I guess, since there's not quite a 50-50. And a brake balance, we'll do right at 0. We'll have all the wheels braking, equal power. Oh, we got a Mustang on the track. Very cool. Hey, Knight Rider Jim! Good morning, good sir. Folks, don't forget to check out Knight Rider Jim's YouTube channel. He is one of the strongest drivers in the JCCR race team. And he is a kind gentleman. He's certainly helped us a few times, many times really. He's helped us in learning tracks, learning cars, learning about distribution of brakes and power, but also helped us with a lot of draft boosts. Knight Rider Jim and others would be greatly appreciated before we officially start up. If you hit that like button, it's the only way YouTube will know that they can choose to then offer this on people's scroll list. And that's really when we get offered up to different YouTube watchers. That's going to be how we grow the channel, grow the community, and with more racers comes more knowledge, and we all know it, more knowledge means more power, and we're here to learn and grow together. I'm just an E driver trying to one day making it into the A, and currently we've been playing around near the top of C. We've been pitted up against and tested against B drivers a few times now, We're up to about 4 times that we have not passed the test to get into B, because we get thrown in with the dirtiest of the B drivers and just get destroyed. Oh, darn. Better at the back of the pack, as I am going to be the slowest. Probably almost certainly have the slowest lap times, but let's see what safe, smart driving can do for us. And we've got the 20-minute sprint race. I guess 20 minutes of dirt track is almost simulation for an endurance race. In reality, it'd be more like 4 hours of racing, I guess, in the real world, or more. But considering the fact that races are usually 10 minutes, so I guess we'll call this a simulation sprint. Ooh, I'm very much liking the equal distribution of both brakes and power. Slight bias on the front, just right. Gearing up, I might not be getting the most power, but a little less wheel spin and a little more takeoff is my theory on it, and maybe I'm completely wrong, so if you don't agree, say why. Don't attack the person. Attack the argument, the discussion, the point, and share what is the right method. So when I do want to turn the car, steer the car using the rear wheels, yes, I want a whole lot of torque. So I want to be in a lower gear. When I want to actually take off, I'm a happy camper when I'm trying to take off. If I'm in a bit higher of a gear, I don't want to be in that peak torque, so that'll just spin the tires and kick up some rocks. But I don't have dirt track experience, so if I'm wrong, let me know. Say how I'm wrong, why I'm wrong. What's the right approach? Give the solution. Oh my goodness, YouTube's already too filled with people that just go, oh, and then, you know, insult the person and attack the person and don't give any reason why or then the solution. So much of that on YouTube. And really just the internet in general. Lots of trolling. I call those trolls. If you just bash and dash, you're a troll. You gotta, and not, especially that they often bash the person and dash. They do a little bash and dash. What you need to do is you can bash the argument, but you can't just say that's wrong, you're stupid. That's just silly. You can say, well, I believe that's wrong for these reasons. You know, so essentially, that's wrong because of these viewpoints or data sets. Or data points, data sets. Bit of side whip there, bringing us back into the direction we don't want there. Oh, this lap is things are getting better. 6 seconds faster, I'd say, for that section than when we were practicing it out. So it's all about, I guess, carrying speed. Just getting the nose in the right direction. For that, we need to be in the correct gear, so definitely happy we're running manual here. And if you have no idea what gear to be in, and you're a complete amateur like myself, well, running it automatic for maybe 5 or 10 laps while you get to know the track and you can observe what gear you're being put in. And then you can duplicate that when you switch over to manual. Oh, we almost made it into the 120 club if it wasn't for the crash. Improvement, huge improvement. We've shaved off 12 seconds from our original just running consistent 140, 143s. Mostly really, I mean too kind to myself. Our first 3 to 4 laps were all 143s. And those markers are helpful because when you don't know how to drive a track, the markers are great. They're going to let you know where you should be. Little reverse, opposite direction steering there to get things back under control. Losing a little bit of confidence there. Hunt this apex down. Still need to be apex predators. We just don't have candy canes to let us know where they are. But we got grass. There you go. I gotta touch a little bit of that grass and power up and front through and make it into the 120 club. Close, but close. try to still use the whole tracks. I've been forgetting that, but now that we're a few laps in, getting the hang of this. You can always tap that throttle, give it a little taps to start getting the nose in the right direction. And be in a low enough gear to have the right amount of torque to get that rear end to spin and put the nose in the correct direction. Oh, focused far too much on trying to get into the 120 club. And didn't let go of the throttle when we should have to straighten to get the nose back to where we needed. So a little delay from eating just a wee bit of wall decoration. Oh, that farmer's gate. Farmer's not going to be happy about that one. All right, let's get back to focusing in on getting at these apexes. So apex here, drive into it, go from the outside, flip it, and try to get the next apex. And I think we benefit from having less traction control on. Sometimes I want there to be power to the wheels and the traction control is just not allowing it. Oh, what happened here? That wasn't supposed to be the case. But this should help. Let's find out. Is this a disastrous move or the right move to make? Alright, our pit is completed. Otherwise, we would have picked up a minute penalty. Oh, yes. Yes, now we're steering with the rear. Putting the rear in gear. Woo! Get that rear in gear. Gotta have the traction control at 0 for these rally races. It's a little more work with the steering wheel, but it's definitely going to make for faster laps. As long as we keep it under control, but yeah, no, it's needed. Traction control at 0, very much needed. So much easier when we got rear wheel steering. Okay, small, some chances of slide out and spin out though. The acceleration is better too because it's allowing spinning and turning of the wheels while the steering wheel is turned. So the real test starts now. Traction control at 0 versus at 2. What's better for GR3 cars? I find it necessary to have it at 2 to avoid a once per 5 or 10 lap total spin out. Alright, so more faults though. So traction control at 1 is probably going to be the happy medium. Alright, that answers that. So 1 will be just right to avoid a few errors. Rally racing's quite the workout. But maybe it's easy for you. Let me know how you feel about rally racing in the comments. Can you imagine being one of the photographers in the real world at races like this? You just are right off the track and putting faith in the quality of the drivers, and you know, even the best drivers make mistakes, so all the power and respect to the cameramen on the sides of rally racing tracks. You guys have cojones of steel, ball bearings of steel. In other words, a lot of courage. I think I'm in the process of getting lapped here. Yes, it is. I'm getting lapped because somebody is running 123s. 122, that is wild. Too bad 22 lapping me. Incredible. JCCR Crispy in the Mustang, putting this Focus RS in its place. Mustang's an incredible car. I love the 5-liter Coyote engine, and I have had quite a few. I think I've had 5 liters. Had it for the first time in 2012 in my 2013 Mustang GT Hardtop California Special. I've had a few after that, a hardtop. I've had many convertibles. A blue, a gray, a black. Had a red EcoBoost convertible, 2.3 liter, like on the Focus RS. Perseverance will get us better at track racing, at the dirt stuff. I'll be increase my DD, my dirt driving. Good old double D. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jay Rizzo. Solid pass. Solid pass. But in the turn, I was sliding out, and I just couldn't keep it from sliding more. I was going in a direction, and the car was going to keep going in that direction. Ooh, nice little jump that time. TCS, the traction control system, perfect at 1. Things are under control. We're getting enough spin to still get some direction from the rear. A good amount, but it's absorbing the small airs, which is just great. I think this will be the key to get into the 120 club. But yeah, I've never been this far off pace. Now just trying to use the power to keep us on the track. Lots of pedal work with the feet. Both feet, obviously. Left foot for the brake, right foot for the accelerator pedal. And a lot of shifting. This is a good workout. I think I'm doing too little too late. And I'm racing against some legends here, some A+, B, and C drivers. But I'll have to take a last place for today. Or 8th. I don't think anyone's behind me, but looks like we'll pick up an 8th. Oh, we got 7th right there. Maybe in the last lap. We've got a little competition here. Small chance. Let's see if we can give him a good old pass. Alright, so partial throttle there. Better at directing than just going full out smashing in the throttle, because then I think we just spin the tires and we don't get any traction to put us in the right direction. Not much. Got more from just feathering the pedal. Can we get past Badger? We got 14 seconds, but we need maybe a few minutes more. Badger ain't no slouch. Sir Badger giving me a real challenge. Great job, Sir Badger. You got me. Woo, power slide, those are always fun. Oh, that was something. All right. Oh, can't say that that's my specialty, but that was fun. Crispy. Crispy, crispy. First place, JCCR Crispy. Clearly not an actual D driver. I think he just doesn't do that much online driving, but very, very fast, Crispy. Congratulations. All right, let's see how it worked out. Crispy is on top. The main man. Man of the hour. Great racing, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Now let's see if Super Doofus gets a lobby up and running. what I'm going to do here is Night Rider Jim. Yes, good morning. I'm going to run upstairs. Let's see. Thanks for the race, everybody. Lots of fun when we do YouTubers with subscribers. One of the greatest things is that the racing is clean, it's talent based, it's respectful, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to close this one down for this live stream. If Super Doofus gets a GR3 lobby going up and running, I might probably will open up a live stream again so we can get a good group race in on the GR3, but we'll wait and see. In the meantime, I wish you all more cars and more power. Thank you so much for joining us. Blessed to have you all along for the ride as we try to go from a complete E driver to one day an A driver, currently sitting near the top of the C class. I wish you all more cars and more power. Blessed and thankful to have you along for the ride. Godspeed and God bless everybody.